I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right. See you later, then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
So the plot thickens, and it's pretty cool to see that even though this is a fictional story, it involves some true possibilities of what's already being done in the way of genetic engineering and modifying our bodies to last much longer than they used to. And it mixes it with unrealistic technology that maybe we'll get one day. Maybe. But the real ethical issues of how people can evolve faster than just changing their genes over time, that really is a true thought to be held. Can we do this? I'm sure we can, but should we?
Well, if it isn't a
and then what if somebody gets the Typhoon?
From the killing fields.
Then what?
If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think, just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Not telling me how the technology works. Sure, go ahead. I'm just gonna take your candy bar. Okay, so let's go talk to the boss, because he wants a debriefing. I love the jump noises.
David and you, Darrow? Hell if I know. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs talk about it. Still at the office.
Huh. I think I overheard some conversation with Steve Jobs. It's interesting, when this game came out, I do believe he might have been alive still.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check in with Dr. Markovit at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
You did what you had to do, son. As far as I'm concerned, Sanders got what he deserved. So don't start second-guessing yourself.
I'm not. But that's not why I brought him up. Sanders was tricked into attacking us by the hacker I caught going after the Typhoon.
He's the man we really needed to interrogate today.
Exactly. Only he killed himself to prevent any chance of my doing that. That takes real dedication.
Yeah, or training. You're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Well, maybe they didn't like being held off so long at the plant.
Is that my head of security speaking? Or the ex-cop? Listen, Adam, I don't want to squabble about this. I need you to get to the bottom of it. You've still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
You got it.
Yeah, I'm curious to see the body and see what they've found myself. What we can get from that neural hub. It's probably a lot of information, so I don't care if it's not exactly legal. A whole lot of what we're going to be doing and have done in this game is not exactly legal. But that's why it's a game. And this is my favorite elevator in the game, just because it lets you see that overshot of the city. Gorgeous! Gorgeous! Yeah, this game is worth every penny you put into it. Highly recommend picking it up if you have Steam. And if you have Steam and you're watching, you could add me as DeoGenZ on there. Unfortunately, this game does not have, ooh, cactus, any multiplayer. But I do have other... Oh, that's right, there's that optional mission we can go on up here. I think it's in this room. But I do have other games that utilize multiplayer, like, what do I have? I think a lot of shooters. If we go in here, talk to this guy,
glad to see ya.
get ourselves
Damn it, now I sound like his girlfriend or something.
an alternative
Hey, Jensen.
objective.
Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
So if you can find any alternate missions, it's pretty good to gain them, since it'll allow you to capture more praxis and gain experience quicker. I think there's only certain abilities you can unlock when you're at an experience level adequate enough to fulfill them. So it's good to do the side missions, and since we've got 24 hours to kill, I think it would be wonderful to try and do some at least. And if you're just tuning in now, I don't actually have an eye on the time. We are doing this 9:42, I hear. So it's almost 10. We are doing this because the Extra Life Foundation every October 20th gets together with streamers all across America, and we try to raise some money for children's hospitals. So if you click the link in the description below, you can go ahead and contribute, and that would be awesome. And if you can't contribute, then please tell a
Mrs.
friend,
Reed?
because maybe they can, or tell another friend until someone can.
You startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I guess I never thought of it that way.
I'm sorry. It's not proper of me to come here and stir up bad memories, especially after what you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such dramatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
Oh, I thought we could skip the
I know
conversation.
you want to find out more.
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. You're not the same, Adam. And we've yet to see if it's for better or worse. But I know you loved Megan. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
Alright, so starting out now, we are in the overworld of Detroit. The dystopic cybernetic world that still seems to be in somewhat bad straits due to there being police officers everywhere with gigantic guns. And as we go along, you'll see that nothing's really changed. I mean, yeah, it's a lot more shiny, but people are not exactly thriving. So, to differentiate what quests we can do first, let's head over to this thing here and make some of them inactive. I want to first inactivate the subquests. And we'll even inactivate this. This way we only have going to the limb clinic as a little map X mark on our radar. I do this so I don't get confused. It's very easy to if you have too many things going on at once. Believe it or not, this person actually has something to offer to you.
Well, shit, if it ain't the captain himself. Mr. Seraph done fixed you up good, ain't he? Give you new set of glasses and everything. Damn.
How you doing, Letitia?
Didn't think I'd see you walking this boulevard anytime soon, that's for sure. Not after what happened 6 months ago. People said you was down for the count.
People tend to underestimate me.
You and me both, Captain. You and me both. You got any credits you could spare?
Here. It's not credits, but...
Mighty kind, Captain. Mighty kind.
How about you give me some information, and then we'll see.
Oh, damn, Captain. You ain't no cop no more. Why you gotta insist on using them rules?
Because it's my money this time, not the department's. You want it, you better give me something that's worth it.
Yeah, I guess. So what you wanna know?
I might need to do a little trespassing soon. Maybe get inside some places where I'd rather not be seen going in.
You being kind of vague, Captain. But maybe it's best I don't know the Pacifics.
You got that right.
What I do know, though, is that most people tend to look down, not up. And even when looking down, they don't necessarily think about what's under their feet. If a person ain't too squeamish about getting dirty, they might be able to get inside one of the more sensitive areas in the city. especially if they arm themselves ahead of time with the right information.
Okay, so I just wanted to show you
I
that
think I've got all the information I
if you
need
want
right now,
more
Tish.
information, talk
Maybe
to
next
her.
time.
I'll be right here waiting for you, Captain.
I don't know all the characters in this game that activate events, but I know she does something, so if you want some more information that you can pay for, go ahead and talk to her.